Welcome in. We begin with a story that is being shared and talked about all across Ohio. The Canton, Ohio Police Department in the Buckeye State releasing body cam footage.
It shows 53-year-old man named Frank Tyson die in police custody. The video at times can be very difficult to watch.
The encounter between the man and police occurred back on April 18th in Canton Township. Two officers were called to a bar after police say Tyson, the man in question, ran there after crashing his car.
Officers walk into the bar, confront Tyson. That's when the encounter escalates, as you can see right there, while attempting to take him into custody. Eventually, Tyson dies.
Melissa Andrews joins us now in studio to kind of break down the body cam footage from start to end.
Mel, take us through what happened here.
Well, the video, which is 35 minutes, 46 seconds, first shows Frank Tyson inside a Canton VFW hall. An employee asks police to remove him from the hall, and this is what happens when they approach him.
The guy who did this, he's in the VFW. He ran in there.
He ran in where?
Right now, yeah, and his car's right there.
All right.
Yeah, he's in the VFW right now. In the white that's in the VFW.
Bert, you want to come with me?
Over the next 2 minutes, officers make their way down the street and into the bar.
Please get him out of here now.
I ain't leaving with that. No, get the sheriff.
No,
Get the
we're going
sheriff.
outside. We're going outside.
No,
We're
you
not
ain't
doing
killing me.
this.
You ain't killing me tonight. You ain't killing me. You guys can't. No, no, no. You guys are killing me. They're on here. They're trying to kill me. 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 Why you trying to kill me? They trying to kill me. They trying to kill me. Kill me, the sheriff department. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff department. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff department. Call the sheriff. 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 They're trying to kill me. Call the sheriff. 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 They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me.
You're going to get sprayed.
I don't get call the sheriff.
You're going to get sprayed. Don't spray
Call
him.
the sheriff.
Don't spray him.
Call the sheriff. They're gonna kill me. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff.
I got him. Here it goes. Got him.
You want that one? Say when.
You're good. Good. Give me his other hand.
Get off me. Okay.
Calm down. Calm down.
Okay. Get ready.
20 custody, 2029.
Stop fighting.
I can't read. I can't read. I can't. Get off my neck. I can't breathe.
Fastest doors right there. I'll be glad to open it for you.
Okay.
I can't breathe.
You're fine.
Yep.
Then, as Tyson laid motionless on the ground, bar patrons can be heard talking to police.
I thought he's here to pick up the to-go order.
I've always wanted to be in a bar fight. I don't know if this counts.
Yeah, talk it up, man.
It's your story.
Those conversations continued over the next several minutes. It took officers nearly 5.5 minutes from the point Tyson was motionless for them to check on
Did
him.
he calm down?
Yeah, he might be out.
Breathing?
It took officers another 3 minutes to realize something was seriously wrong. Officers can be seen on video attempting CPR for more than 7 minutes and at times questioning where the paramedics were. You can then see the paramedics arrive at 8:47, a full 13 minutes after Tyson first went motionless. The Canton Police Department identified the officers involved as Bo Schnage and Camden Birch. 11 investigates looked into their records at the Ohio Peace Officers Training Academy. They were hired by the department in December 2022 and graduated from the police academy in July 2023. Jeff.
Mel, what do we know about what's happening with these officers? Any type of investigation into this so far?
Jeff, yes, the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigations is handling the investigation into this. As for those officers, we know they are rookies on the department and are on paid administrative leave, which is standard procedure.
Melissa, thank you. This is a story that the WTOL 11 news team has been looking into ever since it was released, and we've got team coverage for you on this tonight.
Megan Hartnett and Tatiana Cash joining us with more on how the community is reacting. Megan, we want to start with you.
I spoke with two former police officers after they each watched the body camera footage. They had different initial reactions, but both agreed that there could be some changes to the officers' behavior. The former police chief I spoke with said once Tyson was restrained, officers should have turned him on his side. If officers thought Tyson was passed out, he said there's no standard of how often officers should check on someone. The other former police officer I spoke with, Earl Mack, said the police officer's adrenaline was probably pretty high after restraining him.
Once he's in handcuffs, our job is done, and that's not so. Your job continues. Once the person is in handcuffs, they are in your care for their safety. In my opinion, and what we would have done, he should have came up off that floor, either have him stand or sit in a chair.
Mack says he believes this goes back to the administrative level. He says it's necessary for police officers to care about the safety and health of those in their custody, and this should be reinforced through training. Reporting in studio, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.
Canton Mayor William Shearer II released a statement after the body camera video was made public. He says in part, quote, "I sat down with members of the Tyson family to not only allow them to see what was now being released to the community, but to give them my condolences in person. As we make it through this challenging time, my goal is to be as transparent with the community as possible. This investigation is in the hands of BCI, and we will continue to provide them with all the required information they need to do their work," end quote.
Even though this did not happen locally, community activists tell WTOL 11 this is a problem that should be talked about and that it should bring about change. Tatiana Cash sat down with these activists to share their reaction. Tatiana?
Yes, the call is for better police training, for de-escalation, for a recognition of humanity. And speaking with a former Toledo police officer, a former juvenile corrections officer, and the Frederick Douglass Community Center's executive director, they say this is an issue of racial bias, policing, and training.
Because we're tired. We're tired. We're tired. We're tired. We're sick and tired of being sick and tired. We're tired. This can't continue to happen.
Former Toledo police officer Maurice Morris, he served on the force for 20 years, says seeing the police footage of Frank E. Tyson shows a decades-long issue within police departments.
We have to talk about trauma that law enforcement has had on the black community and continues to have.
Together, Frederick Douglass Community Center Executive Director Reggie Williams and former Juvenile Corrections Officer Albert Earl watched the video and go through a range of emotions.
Another George Floyd.
At one point, Earl is at a loss for words.
It's so much wrong with that, man. I'm so sick of this stuff.
All three understand police have a job, but with that job comes the responsibility of treating everyone with humanity. Williams says the officer's use of his knee, inhumane.
Had his knee on his back, then he moves to his neck, and you can hear the gargle in his voice of the pressure being applied to his neck, where he says, "I can't breathe."
These community leaders are calling for change, but with actual action behind it.
So how do we as a people in a community be a part of this change? What does this change look like? And then are they willing to change?
Morris questions if police will take those actionable steps.
But they're unable or wanting to change. As a community of people, we are tired.
Now, after our conversation ended, the three men agreed it was best to plan a trip out to Canton with cards and other in-kind gifts to Tyson's family and offer their support during their time of loss. Live in studio, Tatiana Cash, WTOL 11.
Make sure you have the WTOL 11 News app downloaded on your smartphone. Once we learn new information about this story, we'll send it straight to your phone.